We just had the whole world celebrate for the first time a fairy tale, a princess, a black princess in Britain. We all were overjoyed. Yes, you were. She waved at you all first, too. I forgot. Let me congratulate you for that. You all got the first official wave from Princess Meghan. So, Princess Markle, this, for her to then, Roseanne, to degrade black women this way. This is not the first time she's done that. She's made similar statements about Susan Rice in the past. This is appalling, but I want to be clear. Donald Trump enables this. He's brought us to this low. I think Tremaine was just talking about, you both were just talking about, you know, the types of things that aren't said out loud. And Lee Atwater defined that famously in a recording about what you can't say out loud anymore as part of the Southern strategy. But Donald Trump has taken us back 50 years with his rhetoric and the rhetoric of his supporters. ABC did the right thing. He's right. That is the only thing they could possibly do. And obviously, not only does Starbucks need diversity training today, perhaps some of these big networks do as well, particularly ABC. But in the meantime, we must decry this at every turn. How many little black girls are looking at this today after having just seen that beautiful wedding, now only to be degraded once again? And for each and every one of us who's black, Katie, especially for our children, believe it or not, it's still a knock. It's something that puts a ceiling in front of us. Can I aspire as a little black girl to be a Katie Tur or a Valerie Jarrett, anybody like that, if somebody's still running around calling me an ape? Trump needs to release a statement today. He needs, because he loves Roseanne, best show on television. He needs to come out and say that this is wrong. You know, and Fox News needs to, I'll just call them right out, they need to temper their rhetoric because they do a lot of this stuff too. All of this needs to be decried once and for all.
He loves her rating specifically because of the way it mirrors him, what it looks like for him. The talk was that Trump supporters were the ones that were watching Roseanne, the people that were forgotten in this country, the people who felt like they weren't being heard in the liberal media and liberal entertainment. And look at Roseanne, maybe we should look at more audiences and expand our horizons. No matter that Roseanne has always been a pretty controversial character, never so more controversial than I guess she is. Today. So the president had that reaction. We don't have anything from the White House yet except for this from our White House unit. We just saw Sarah Sanders in the hallway and she had no comment about Roseanne Barr getting canceled. We asked when the White House would have a comment. She indicated it was not clear. The president, who has previously praised Roseanne, is departing for Nashville at 3:30 and may talk about this issue. They'll also try to shout questions on the South Lawn, so we're going to look out for that. In the meantime, Harris Faulkner of Fox News has reacted. I don't understand it to be anything other than free speech. She's saying, and it is extremely offensive, but it is just that. And so she says in one of her tweets, there were 3 rapid fire today where she said it was a joke, a miscalculated joke. Mark.
If anyone said anything like that about Harris Faulkner, wouldn't she have the right to be outraged? Wouldn't that network have the right to be outraged? That is a racist statement. There's no other way around it. And yeah, we do have free speech, but that doesn't give someone the right to be a racist. And any one of these companies, corporations, or what have you, has a right and a duty to call that out and exact the very discipline that Roseanne received. I'm very disappointed. But again, as I said before, that's a form of enabling. And so there'll be a debate. People will call my show in the morning and say, we agree with Harris Faulkner, Mark. It's free speech. A guy called me the other day and said the Confederate flag was free speech. Well, maybe it is, but it's not appropriate. It doesn't do anything for our country. It doesn't heal the divide that exists. And so, you know, for Harris to say that even as a black woman, she's talking about her. She's talking about her children. I don't know whether Harris has a daughter or not. That is just completely unacceptable and outrageous. And frankly, anyone who supports that statement on any one of these networks should be gotten rid of today.
I haven't, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I can remember a time where the president has said he personally was offended by a racist comment towards someone else.
Right. And Katie, you know what? You never will.
Nope.
Quite frankly, you never will.
You know what you're going to hear? You know what you're going to hear, Jonathan? you're going to hear him say, just like in Charlottesville, many sides, both sides do it.
Right,
That's what he
everybody
says.
does
He does
it.
his false equivalency.